Hello everyone, welcome back to Excel YouTube channel. Hope all of you are doing well, guys. Guys, today I got something interesting. You know, this is what we have to achieve today with multiple ways. What is happening here? We have the data in sheet 1. Can you see that? We have the data in sheet 1. And we have the data in sheet 2. And we have the data in sheet 6. And you can see that sheet 3 also we have some data. And we don't have data in sheet 5 and sheet 4. Guys, we have to loop through the data and consolidate in one sheet. So what is happening, guys? Suppose these are the sheet where you have the data. 1, 2, 6, 3. Okay, sheet 5, sheet 4, no data. So guys, how do we achieve this? Like you have to consolidate data for all the sheets. So let me tell you something basic. We have to loop through all the data and we have to consolidate data one after other. How do we achieve that? What is happening? We have a function called trim range equal to trim range. So this formula is self-explanatory. If you select n number of range, it will consider only the range which is non-blank. You can see this. Very basic. So you have to loop through all the data. Let me create one function called indirect. So what indirect function does, it converts the text into range. So then you can mention exclamation and ampersand, the range you have to mention A2 through A2 through E 10,000 you can take. Now see what is the problem here. This is what we have to do. This is perfect and this is perfect and you have to mention this here. Let me do it again. That inverted comma it accepts and see that this is what I'm getting. What is J3? J3 sheet 1. Sheet 1 exclamation. So this should be not pipe symbol exclamation, like whichever you have this exclamation. Now you see that this is the data we are getting. Can you see this? So what you can do, guys, the trim range function you can use. Trim range function we can use and see that that will get you the data which is already there, not more than that. Even though you mention 1 lakh, no problem. It will get you the data whichever is available. Now this is the formula we created. Control C. And let me park my formula somewhere here. Okay, now remove that. So if you remember, we have to use the map function. You are looping through entire range. All right. Okay, you are looping through entire range. You can just select this, press F4, comma. Lambda we have to use. So the problem here is that if you use map function, the value will be lost. So what we want to do, we need accumulator. So reduce function we use. So first initial value is blank and then we have the array. You are looping through this data, press F4, comma, lambda, where X is equivalent to sheet 1, where X is sheet 1, guys. And then you have to mention this formula and close this. Clear? Now what you have to do, guys, you have to understand the formula. See, this is the reduce function, this is my lambda, and this is my trim function. Correct? Control X. We have to use Vstack function. Vstack. What are we Vstacking? What are we Vstacking? The blank X, comma, this value. But if you understand in lambda, what is X, guys? X is blank. Or what is Y? Y is my this each value. So what you are going to do here, that value should be equivalent to Y and simply enter. You can see that data is consolidated. All right. And there you can use drop function. You are dropping actually the one row or first row and see the output is coming. How many records are there? You can check how many records are there. The total records you have 79. Okay, header I can copy from this to this. Total 79 records. Let's count. In the first file, total record we have 55. And then we have 10, 55, 10, 65. And 65 plus 10, 75. And 75 plus 4, 79. And then you have this answer over there. Total 79 record we got, which is accurate. Now the length you have taken until 1 lakh, 100,000. So if you have more data added, like suppose I want to add three more data in sheet 2, and let me take the weird value. Like I'm taking this value and simply drag it and see that this value I'm taking and see that this value I'm taking. Let me take only this. Okay, now see that what is happening. This is sheet 2 and see that sheet 2 value. Do we have this value somewhere? You can easily make out. See that answer is coming. So this is actually one solution I gave. You can use guys, this function drop, reduce, lambda, and so on. Is there any other shortcut? Yes, we have. So what we can do, if you come to this, you can use guys Vstack function. Okay. And now you have to understand from sheet 1 through sheet 3, you want to capture everything. Like in between whichever range is coming, you want to capture everything. Okay. You have to mention here sheet 1 and then sheet 3 exclamation, and there you can mention A2 through E 10,000 and see that I'm getting my data. Can you see this entire data I'm getting? But there is a problem. You can mention 1 lakh also, no problem, guys. Now, what you can do, guys, so this is the range you are getting. So, trim range does not work here. On the overall data, trim range does not work. This is big issue. So, what you can do, even though you can try trim range. Now, see that trim row mode, column row mode, nothing is there. Okay. And see that by default is trimming the range. Everything is perfect. And see that everything is perfect because we are taking huge volume. You can take, it is up to you. Maybe you can take 1000 just for sake of understanding. Okay, now what you can do, guys, you can use filter function, control X filter. So in the filter function, you have to generate the Boolean algebra, choose calls, like first column we have to generate greater than 0 and see that I'm getting how many records now? You see the magic? Total you have 82 records. Can you see that total 82 records? If you remember, we added these records later 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. Understood? So these many records we are getting. Let's calculate again. Total 82 records we have. In sheet 1 you have how many records? 55. 55 plus 13. So you can match here 55 plus 13. And now go back to sheet 6. 10 record, 10 plus 4, 14 record, and there you come, and 14 record also you can add. So you have this answer 82, which is matching. So guys, you can either use this function, and as I mentioned, you can mention here 1 lakh, 10 lakh, whichever volume you have. 1 lakh I'm mentioning, and see that, guys, you are getting only these many records, 83 records. Now no other data is coming. Can you see that no data is coming? Since you are using your formula trim range, but trim range does not work here. But I hope you are clear how this formula can be used. If you have a sheet, you want to consolidate n number of data, so this formula will help you. If you have different sheet, like you don't want to copy from multiple sheets, you can simply mention your sheet and entire data will be consolidated. I hope you are aware about how many maximum sheets can be inserted in Excel. Maximum 255 sheets can be inserted. So always remember this. So guys, for more such videos and recordings, for more such videos and recordings, share, subscribe, and love my channel. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye.